Good evening and welcome to Sundays with Neelu. I hope you all are doing well and taking care of yourselves, social distancing yourselves, and enjoying some family time as well, and taking care of your health. Yeah. So I'm good and I'm very busy doing a lot of things from home. So thank you so much for all your responses on last week's story. Thank you, everyone, from the bottom of my heart. The battle is still not over. We are still fighting COVID 19. So, my prayers to you, your families, and the entire world. Thank you. So, taking you away from here to a tiny land called Storyland. So, welcome to Sundays with Neelu. So today's story is very interesting. I found it very interesting. The stone soup story. So what is this stone soup story? Yeah, first of all, stone and a soup, you know. So once there was a village, there were many people. The villagers were very, very poor. So they didn't feel like sharing what they had with others because they had very little. So what they would do, like we are doing right now in lockdown, they all would save everything and put it inside, and they would not share it with any neighbors, and they would close all the doors and stay home most of the time. So like this, days went by and the village remained quiet, and it was only those who worked went here and there and came back to their homes. So whatever little they had, they stacked. So one day, a hungry traveler was walking through this village. He said, like, let me, get some food from someone because I'm really hungry and I have to stop by. So he knocked the door, and one lady opened the door and she looked at him, and she said, she opened the door like this, it was very little. And from the crack of the door, she looked that there was someone there, and she asked, "Who are you?" So he said, "I'm a hungry traveler. I need some food. Can you please help me with some food?" So she said, "No, no, no, no. We are very poor. We don't have much food. And whatever we have, we keep it for ourselves. So please kindly excuse us. And I cannot give you any food." So to this, the traveler says, "Okay, fine." And he walks back. And then he goes down and he collects a stone, yeah, a round stone. Then he comes up again and he knocks the door again. He says, "Why should I give up? There must be something little for me to eat." So he knocks the door. So this time the woman opens the door halfway, and she looks at him and asks, "What is the matter? Why are you back again?" So he says, "I'm really hungry. We both can have some stone soup." She said, "Stone soup?" He says, "Yes, I have this stone and I can make some soup and we both can have this stone soup." So she says, "Very interesting. Come over." So he goes inside and she gives him some water and he puts the stone in the water. Yeah. And he starts boiling it. So then he says, "Only if we could have some salt and butter, it would be nice, the soup would be better." So she says, "I have little butter and salt." Yeah, no, every house will have, right? So it must be a cold village where, there is butter. So butter and salt was put into the soup. Then, the soup starts boiling. Then, after some time, nicely, there is a mild aroma coming from the soup. So while he was boiling the soup, the husband comes from his work. So he knocks the door. He comes inside and he says, "Honey, I've got some carrots and potatoes from the field." So she says, "Oh," and the traveler who's making the soup says, "It would be so nice if we could add some, potatoes and carrots to this soup. It will enhance the quality of the soup." So he says, "Okay." The husband, who's very, very hungry, says, "Okay, okay, let's chop and put it immediately." So they put carrots and potatoes into the soup. So after some time, the aroma, is even greater, and it reaches so many places, like through from the window to the neighbor's place to other places. Slowly, the aroma of the soup starts spreading. So the neighbors were wondering what is happening in their house. There's lovely aroma coming from their kitchen. So slowly the neighbor just keeps peeping, and this man observes that, the traveler. He says, Only I wish. So the lady asks him, "Is the soup over? Is your stone soup ready?" So he says, "Only I wish if I had some turnips and some beans, I could make it even better. It would be thicker. So I mean, it would be tastier." So immediately the neighbor from the window shouts, "I have some beans and turnips. Can I get?" So the owners say, "Okay, fine, get it." So she gets, and they put a little bit of the vegetables in that also. They put little bit, they cut the vegetables and they put it in that. So then after that, slowly, the soup starts becoming better and better, and the aroma reaches the entire village. So one of the all the villagers start walking towards their house, this lady's house. So the traveler looks at all of them. So he says, then they ask him, "Is the soup over? Is your stone soup ready?" So he says, "No, it's not yet ready. Only I wish if there was some broth and chicken, it would have been lovely." So the farmer, one of the farmers says, I have chicken at home," and he runs. And there is another lady who says, "I have some broth left, from yesterday. I'll get it." So she gets that, and they put it in the soup, and the soup starts boiling beautifully, and a wonderful soup is made. A lovely soup comes up. And then, all the villagers look at the soup with so much enthusiasm and anxiety that they want to taste it. Yeah, with lot of it becomes very interesting for all of them. So the traveler just dishes out the soup to everyone, all the villagers, and they all have little bit of the soup. All of them have a little bit of the soup. And then, in no time, the soup becomes this much. There's only this much soup left, and the traveler drinks that leftover soup. And so finally everyone leaves, and the woman, the lady of the house, asks this man, "So your stone is really magical. Yeah, it got the whole village here. So the aroma is beautiful. So do you have more stones like this?" So he says, "No, this is, the villagers are still there." Yeah. So he says, "This is a magical soup. This is a magical stone. So that's why the soup was so good." And he smiles and he walks away. Slowly, all of those who are present there, what's about to leave, and the lady of the house understand that the stone is full and round. The shape of the stone didn't change, which means, ingredients came on their own from everyone. So through sharing, they really could cook something so beautiful. Yeah, by coming together and sharing with each other, they could cook something so beautiful. So they learn their lesson from the traveler, and the traveler walks away. Yeah, the stranger walks away, and then from then on they share and care, and they live happily, and the village becomes a happy place. Mind you, it's no more a rich place but a very happy place. So sharing is very, very important. Yeah. And also, to cook something out of nothing. Yeah, while reading this story, I remembered another story of Krishna Dev Raya. Once Krishna Dev Raya used to go to his visit his subjects, his people, many times in disguise. So once he was walking through a particular village, and Krishna Dev Raya feels very hungry. Yeah, I remember this story while reading, the stone soup story. So he knocks the door, and there is it's almost like dark, and there is one lady who stayed alone there, one old lady. So he knocks the door, and the lady opens the door, and she looks at him, and she quickly figures that this is the king in disguise. So what do I do? So he says, "I'm very, very hungry. Can you please serve me something?" So she doesn't have anything to serve. So she doesn't understand what. So she goes, and she goes outside and into the backyard and chops some grass which is there. The green grass which is there. A kind of, it's not exactly grass. A kind of yeah, you can say, leaves which are which we don't use for cooking, that kind of it. And she chops it beautifully, and she adds some what do you say, spice to it, and she makes it into a beautiful dish, and she serves it to Krishna Dev Raya. So the king eats it, and he feels so good, and he says, "This is so wonderful. What have you cooked? Please get it for me. I want to know what it is." So the lady says, "Your Highness, I didn't have anything to cook, so I picked up some grass from my backyard, and some useless weed, you can say, and I cooked food for you." So Krishnadev Raya appreciates the woman and he says, I will give you a very good gift. And he gives her some gold and some, what do you say, a very good gift for her to really continue her life further in a better way. Yeah, he gives her a house, he gives her gold, and he says, you fed me when I was hungry and you're noble. Yeah, so this is the story I remembered while reading Stone Soup's story. So it is so wonderful. Like, you can create nothing, you can create something out of nothing all the time. Yeah, and when it is done, like, with an intent of sharing, it is even better. So this is what I had to share. So thank you so much for your kind attention. And please take care of yourselves, stay well, and sleep well, eat well, and take good care of yourselves and your families. I'll be back here again only on Sundays with Neelu. I will come live on Instagram this week. So we'll all meet on Instagram. Thank you so much for all those who watch me on Twitter and YouTube and Facebook as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll see you. Bye.